North Fork Crossing. Written by Glen Thomas Pillow. Copyright 2013. Glen Thomas Pillow. All rights reserved. This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, places, and incidents either are products of the author's imagination or are used fictitiously. Any resemblance to actual events or locales or persons, living or dead, is entirely coincidental. Fade in. Exterior, forest, river, day. Mantis scurries up to the shore of a gentle river and gazes at the water. Her image mirrors back and forth between the river's reflective surface and her eyes. The sound from the ignition of a motorcycle engine tears her attention away. Sound effects. Radio squelch. Her antennae twitch as she receives an incoming transmission. Tommy Irons, voiceover. North Fork ground, Stump Chopper Sierra Tango Oscar November Echo Romeo, ready to taxi. Cough. Thanks, darling. Departure to the west with Zulu. Mantis climbs up an enormous piece of driftwood. Exterior, driftwood. She studies the North Fork ATC
Air Traffic Control
tower that is now visible through the trees.
ATC ground, voiceover.
Stump Chopper Sierra Tango Oscar November Echo Romeo, taxi 2 and hold short of runway 26 using taxiway Bravo 3 Bravo 12, contact tower on 118.7 when ready. The noise of the engine echoes through the forest and blends with the deep, guttural sounds of a raven. Mantis extends her wings and wiggles her tail end. With swift precision, she springs from the log and flies towards the tower.
Exterior, aerial, below the tree line.
She tucks her legs into her body and flaps all 4 of her powerful wings. With rapid thrust, she elevates into the air.
Tommy Irons, voiceover.
North Fork ground, would you please repeat transmission for November Echo Romeo? Help me out, Brandy. Mantis glides down and lands on a bush near parking lot B of Airport P-52. She struggles to climb to the top side of a stubborn leaf.
Exterior, airport, P-52, parking B, continuous.
Another transmission. ATC ground sounds irritated.
ATC, ground, voiceover.
Stump Chopper Sierra Tango Oscar November Echo Romeo, taxi 2 and hold short of runway 26 using taxiway Bravo 3 Bravo 12, contact tower on 118.7 when ready. Parked in the lot is an air cycle, a 2-passenger motorcycle with an upright helicopter propeller. Another propeller faces the rear of the craft and is contained in a short cylindrical cage. A tail with elevator fins and a rudder, resembling those found on airplanes, extends from the rear of the craft. Tommy Irons stands next to the vehicle and polishes its forward-mounted machine gun with a cloth. Brandy Marquis sits in the passenger seat and is texting. Lucky, her Chiweenie dog, sits on her lap. Brandy laughs and beams Tommy a smile.
Brandy Marquis.
Wait a second, babe. I gotta finish this text. Oh my God! He smirks and cranks the throttle of his air cycle twice. Vibrations cause ashes to fall from the cigarette in his mouth. They settle and smolder on his tattooed arm. He winces and brushes the ashes away.
ATC, ground, voiceover.
November Echo Romeo, did you copy? Brandy responds to ATC ground through her headset.
Brandy Marquis.
Taxi runway 26 via taxiway Bravo 3 Bravo 12, Stump Chopper Sierra Tango Oscar November Echo Romeo. Well, go ahead, Sugar Buns. She slaps Tommy's ear and almost knocks his cowboy hat off. He accidentally spills beer on her, and she spills hers. They laugh about it.
Tommy and Brandy.
I love you, babe.
Tommy embraces Brandy with a kiss. They squash Lucky, who struggles uncomfortably in between them. Brandy puts on her headphones and dials in her favorite song.
Music, Drag Me Down, by One Direction.
Mantis flies closer and lands on the pavement. Tommy climbs aboard the air cycle. He adjusts the mix and the engine whines. Brandy elbows the tube housing the back propeller. The engine backfires and sputters out smoke from the exhaust.
Lucky.
Arf! Brandy calms the dog.
Brandy Marquee.
Oh, it's okay, sweetie.
Humming.
Exterior. Parking B. Pavement.
Mantis flips her wings open. The air cycle's back prop engages, and the turbulence carries Mantis up, away, and into the air. She lands back on the pavement with a thud. Tommy witnesses this, and he tosses an almost empty beer can over his shoulder. It spins to the pavement, and the liquid splashes on Mantis. She falls over stunned. Tommy smiles and eases the air cycle out to the taxiway.
Exterior. Taxiway Bravo.
The air cycle's rudder moves side to side, and the vehicle fishtails along the taxiway. The rudder's mechanics have been altered to allow the passenger to act as co-pilot.
Tommy Irons.
Damn it, Brandy! Will you stop tapping your feet? I'm trying to get this bird on the tarmac. Brandy is wearing colorful knee-high toe socks. She puts her foot out next to Tommy's face and wiggles her toes. ATC is in sight as they pull up and stop short of runway 26. Another air cycle is taking off, a similar model, and the passengers wave to Tommy. He smiles and nods in kind response.
Tommy Irons.
North Fork Tower, Sierra Tango Oscar, November Echo Romeo at runway 26, ready for takeoff, west departure. A variety of air cycles, steam-powered airships, and ultralight airplanes sporadically populate the skies. Tank-top, sun-soaked weekenders fill the parking lots. Tommy shields his eyes from the sun with his hat and gazes at an open sports stadium in the distance. He stows his hat in the vehicle.
ATC. Tower. Voiceover.
Stump Chopper, Sierra Tango Oscar, November Echo Romeo, cleared for takeoff, west departure approved. Tommy drives the vehicle out onto the runway and unlocks the main propeller, which starts to rotate slowly.
Exterior. Runway 26.
Tommy and Brandy put on their goggles. Brandy straps tiny goggles on Lucky's head.
Brandy Marquee.
Clear for takeoff. Stump Chopper, Sierra Tango Oscar, November Echo Romeo. He applies the throttle, and they start their way down the runway. The propeller accumulates velocity as their forward momentum increases. Tommy eases a thumb lever back, and the air cycle climbs into the air.
Tommy Irons.
Here we go!